Do you need to play the first game before you play Alan Wake 2? Why can't you find this game in stores? And finally, is it worth $60? I'm Randy from Gaming Gig, and today I'm going to answer those questions and give you my first impressions of Alan Wake 2. The first Alan Wake game came out 13 years ago. I like to say it's kind of like Luigi's Mansion, but with guns. It has a complex narrative, but fairly simplistic gameplay. But being familiar with the story is incredibly important when it comes to understanding the plot of Alan Wake 2. So if you aren't interested in playing the first game, you should definitely consider watching a recap before you jump into the sequel. Once you decide to take the plunge on Alan Wake 2, you actually won't find the game at your local game store. That's because, as of right now, this is a digital-only title. But that doesn't mean it's a discount title. It's $60 on console and $50 on PC. The question is it worth it? Looking at Metacritic, it seems like both critics and users seem to enjoy it. Personally, I find the plot to be a little too mind-bendingly meta, and the gameplay to sometimes feel a bit unfocused and confusing. But despite that, I have been enjoying Alan Wake 2. It sort of reminds me of the newer Resident Evil remakes, but a good bit slower paced and not as straightforward. I will say the presentation and production value are great, so even if I'm not 100% sold on the gameplay, I've really enjoyed spending time in the game's world. But I'll be back at a later date with a full review, so I'll let you go here. I'm Randy from Gaming Gig. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you next time.